If this blows the camera up, it's because I'm going to do that for a bit. Anyway, we'll talk about this for a second. Just for a quick minute. I mean, oh, fuck. This is the Cayin, C-A-Y-I-N. Kayen. I was actually speaking to the people at Can Jam, New York, and they have a lot of interesting stuff, and they don't price it properly, because this headphone amplifier weighs 4.5, 6 pounds, a lot, puts out an incredible amount of power, is insanely well built, sounds just about as good as a 789, if not just equal, and $700. And when you're at like Can Jam or any place that they're selling like really well-made stuff, you kind of like, you expect it to cost more than your first car cost you. We'll take the tour. Actually, first I'm going to say, by the way, this is on Amazon, or it's on Music Tech, and here's the user manual, and I had to look up the word quiescent, because they mentioned the word quiescent, and we'll get to that. Headphone amp. Bottom, just filled with screws and holes and quality control things and feet. Top, nothing. Silver. I don't know if this comes in any other color but silver, but I got silver. And this was sent to me by a user, not by the company. The company and I now have exchanged cards, and I will be probably looking at a couple more items with them. But this particular one was imported and is actually running on 220. I've got a 220 transformer down there to power this. It won't make a difference if it's 220 or 110 when you get it. Power in, left XLR, right XLR, left RCA, right RCA. The end. Some vent holes back here. No, like, I don't know how you open this. I think the actual casing is solid, and then you have to like undo. I don't know how you get inside one of these units. Usually I like to open them up to show them off. The front, which is very serious business looking. Power with a white ring around it. Can you see the white ring? Do you see? To indicate. We've got 3 buttons here. You've got source, current, and gain. If you listen, shh. I love the sound of relays. Anyway, source lets you choose A or B. The XLRs are coming from a Geshelli Labs Enoch 2, and the RCA are coming from, well, another Geshelli Labs Enoch 2, but over there. So that's my 2 sources. Your current level is also choosable high or low, and your gain is choosable high or low. So those are the 3 buttons. Turn it on, pick the source, current, and gain. We'll get to the current in a second. You get, and it's kind of hard to, you could kind of read them perfectly, or it's really hard to read them white text on silver, because it either perfectly shows up, like that looks fantastic. And then you bring it down here and it's like, oh, I can't read it anymore, it's invisible. They should probably pick one of the 2. And we get a dual headphone output. And there's a 1/4 inch in the center of this. This is an XLR, 3-pin XLR, balanced. Balance left, balance right, 3-pin. Or 1/4 inch headphone low, headphone high. So different impedance ratings on headphones. And then you have a standard, thankfully, 4-pin balanced connector there. The volume knob, which I'm not 100% sure if it's not working in this one, because it looks like it should have like a red LED or something in there. I might be wrong, but it's got an indicator right there. Front is a clear acrylic, metal, beautiful. Actually showing the volume, the mount hole, which is a little bit weird, but overall, oof, very oof. The unit gets warm. I've gotten the unit warm. I'm going to cover it so it doesn't blow up the camera. Nothing's currently plugged into it. Let's plug in real quick the cons, and let's try them in both low and high impedance first. Down, in, I think light off is XLR and light on is RCA. Yeah, putting on high gain, by the way, now let's go into the high impedance headphones section. Very Why is it keeping me Led Zeppelin? I don't want to hear Led Zeppelin. Oh, let's talk about the current switch for a second. Let me unplug these. The cons sound like the cons. They don't sound any better or worse than they do on any of my other amps. You get some weirder headphones, like these ZSS 422s, which I don't think I praised hard enough, and a bunch of my patrons have them. They're like, oh, ESS fan club for life, and you go with the 1540 pads on it, and some, if you bend the hell out of them so they don't clamp super hard, and you put some nuggets on there. Down. My only word of advice if you're thinking about buying this unit is be careful with that high gain switch, because it is triple the gain. Like I am now, that's off. That's fucking loud. Where if I shut it off, that's off. That's loud. Let's put this into the... I don't know if I like these plugs. I know they're supposed to take XLRs in the front, but they really grab, like, they really grab a 1/4 inch hard. Because I was looking at, like, okay, high current and low current. Well, what am I looking at here? So I had to look up the manual. It tried to take me to the .cn website, which is the Chinese website for Kayen. And it was like, hey, warning, you're going to get a virus if you go to the site. So I was like, aight. So manualslib.com luckily had a copy of their manual and didn't have to take me to the Chinese site. And over here, number 5, or number 4, current. When LED lighted up, the amplifier is at H model, meaning the amplifier is operated at quiescent current, static current. When LED is off, the amplifier is at L mode, meaning the amplifier is operated at low quiescent. Quiescent current, static current. And I didn't know what the fuck the word quiescent meant, because I'm not an educated person. And apparently, it is in a state or period of inactivity or dormancy, or passive, idle, latent, fallow, inoperative. So that's about as clear as mud as to what the current switch does. All I know is there is a audible difference in several headphones, and I've got 4 out here to play with. I play with a couple other more expensive headphones on this unit, and if you can put the current on high current, which is lighting up the actual LED, I think that's a slightly warmer. Zeos, hey, pay attention to me. Pay attention. 789, Zeos, you love that headphone amplifier. It is the golden god of the world. Thighs. Can I get this instead? Or can I get this as an upgrade? I'm going to say you can get this instead if you have literally double the amount of money that the 789 is selling for on Mass Drop. Yes, this amplifier is as good as the 789 as far as my ears can tell you. That being that good at 350, head explosion. This being good at 700, still rather head exploding. It's just, it hurts my wallet a little bit more. So, you also got a couple more things. This has high and low gain. That has 3-way gain. That has 1/4 inch and a 3.5mm, which is, you know, woo. And this has dual XLRs, which, again, if you're a person right now watching this video and you have a headphone wired with dual XLR 3 pins for the left and right, why? And raise your hand. I've been using it mostly for the 1/4 inch single-ended. Ooh, I love these headphones. Inception Old Souls. Zeos, did you say that's as good as a 789? Yeah, well, it's fucking twice the price. A, it's twice the price. B, it's insanely well engineered and built. If this had THX Tech in it, it'd be even better. It'd be competing with that benchmark one. It is a pain in the ass to unplug that. Let's plug in, I think we'll do the Klipsch. And like you see, I'm plugged in over there. We're going balanced, off, gain low, don't blow things up. The beautiful Heritage HP3s. See, I'm switching back and forth between the current, and there's a lot of relays that are going, and I can't quite put my finger on it. And it's not a consistent change either. It's not like, oh, you put it on high and everything gets warm. Or you shut off the high gain and everything gets, you know, more bassy. It's different on every headphone. Because as soon as you're dealing with current, then that's current compared to the ohms and the efficiencies of the headphone and what the architecture is, if it's a dynamic or it's planar. It's just, you're buying this headphone amp and not the 789 because A, you don't want to wait till the end of time to get the 789, or because you have enough headphones that you want to be able to play around with the current switch. Low gain basically covers every headphone on the planet. Like, I have not gone past 1 o'clock on low gain. That's noon, and I fear death. I fear death itself at noon. Oh, glitch mod just came on. There's a touch more warmth, a little more body to the low end on this. And I think that's just got to do with the current mode amplification it's using. It's like the reference, it's like the QES reference up there. That always sounds just a touch more, I don't want to say the word musical. You hear me like choke on it twice? Musical. It sounds, and I hate that word, and I hate all our audiophile terms for shit. But, I think this just like the Klipsch. I did that Klipsch Heritage amplifier, which is only $500. And that thing, clean as a whistle, pretty much as powerful as you need, and a little bit warmer. And this thing, clean as a whistle, definitely as powerful as you'd ever fucking need. And it's just a touch warmer on certain headphones. Mm-hmm. And I could hear a difference in this headphone between the two current modes, high and low current. I could hear a difference. I could hear the difference. I could hear the fucking difference. So let's do down, out, down. That's you and me, we made it. Sendies. We're on medium gain there. We'll keep it on low gain here. We'll put it to like there. That was a good guess, by the way. Okay. Yeah. These things. Well, first of all, these things. Just. Holy shit. If you're going to do something better built than the 789 and at least equally good sounding, you're going to end up twice the price. That's what THX does. It halves the price and doubles the efficiency. So this is getting a recommendation. I've got all these amps, in case you haven't noticed over here. I've got the other monoprice amp, because it's available. I've got this giant Sony bastard, because it's available. I got the Sennheiser HDV 820, because it's available. That one doesn't do headphones. I've got the Rupert Neve. I got the Quittist, which almost sounds like the word I had to look up there. Design. that's just single-ended. So at least I could say, well, it's only single-ended, but I'm on the hunt now. This is the beginning of the hunt for thighs. No, we're for a headphone amplifier that is currently available that can do some of the things the 789 can do. And this can do things the 789 can do. Easy peasy, Japanesey. Well, Chinesey. But solid. Solid. Nothing here comes close to the price of that. But if you can't get it, and I've seen people say, here's the thing. If you have the option right now, you're watching this video and you go, oh, but Zeos, I really want that 789. And I say, well, go to eBay and look up the price of a used THX 789. You're going to find them costing $700 or $800, which is too much. At that point, you just buy this. You go to Amazon, you buy it, you get the Amazon protection guarantees. You don't like it, you return it. You buy that on eBay, and anything goes wrong with it, A, eBay guy is not getting back to you, and B, Mashup's going to look at you like, who the hell are you? So it's more like a safety thing to not purchase a used 789 right now. And I said buy something that's... I'm having a hard time saying the word equivalent because that's how much I love the 789. But this, I can't deny it. All I could do is sit here with my ears and some headphones and plug from here to there. From here to there. They both use the same DAC. They both get the same sources fed. I got current on, current off. High gain, low gain, low gain, high gain, dynamic, planar, up, down the price spectrum. It's a quality goddamn amplifier. So, if you're looking for a quality goddamn amplifier, that could very well be endgame amplifier. Here you go. You're going to pay endgame prices. I will link this in the description. I will link in the description. I will link to maybe a few of these headphones. I'm not sure. I think I'll do these. These don't get enough play. I really fucking love them. These with the pads are just... And the Patreon, which the person who sent this to me was a patron. If you want to send me items, I'm much more likely to read your words to me if you are a patron. There is also a $10 patron tier, which if you want to get advice from me, if you're saying, I want to build my home theater, please, for the love of God, join the $10 tier so I could talk to you directly and I don't have to get a text message in the Patreon app. It's the worst. So Patreon will also send this unit back, and all of these units back to their owners. These are all sent to me by owners. The only one that was sent to me by the company was Monoprice, and it needs a firmware upgrade to fix a problem. So that just goes to show you, always borrow from people, not from companies. $5 gets you into the yard sales as well. Nothing here is going in the yard sale. Just hands up. A couple things there. I'm going to end up in the yard sale. These are my babies. No. But this is going back to the owner. But yard sales exist 1st to the 10th. Patreon chat for this. The legs. You can get all the wallpapers I've ever used. Ever. On just a $2 Patreon tier. And I think we're done with this review. I'm going to end it. And we'll see you all tomorrow for another review or sound demo, or maybe I'll play with some meatballs. You never know. This is E-Reviews. YOLO. Wild card.